So, you know what I've decided to ding. Hey, it's the theme song. Oh wait, shit, it's the theme song? Oh wait, we'll put it back on. There you go. Shh. Theme song.
This stream is a proud affiliate of the Dragon's Treasure. Use code Kotetsu at checkout for 10% off your order!
So anyway, I'm here. Hello. Excuse me. Let's see, is this working at all? I don't know. It might be, it might not be. I'm using brand new tracking. We'll see if that works or if it needs a little bit of work. I have been gone for 10 days. 10 whole days. Did you guys know that 10 days is more than 1 days? What is the plan today? The plan today is that we're gonna hang out and we're gonna try and, talk about offkai. Because offkai was interesting. I met a lot of people, I did some networking, I met the folks who were doing Onigiri's ramen stuff. I can't hear the sound effects stuff in the background, so we may need to fix that. Huh. Yeah, we may need to fix that. 2 weeks got kidnapped by a Damiwami sister of battle? I mean, you know, I would not be, like, against that. Give me a second, guys. I gotta try... Why is the audio... Hello? You little bastard. Why can I not hear the audio? Huh. Yeah. Hello? Why can't I hear my own background audio? Oh no. Oh no. Hello? Huh. That is sad. That is sad. Well, I can't hear our own background audio, so I don't know what's going on in the background. I don't know what's going on anywhere, but I do know that I'm here. The boss is back, it is correct, and the boss has come back with brand new motion capture things. Yes. Did you guys know that I now have the ability to use webcam interface stuff? I think. Oh. Hey, nice-oo. So, yeah, gonna be honest, I got myself a new one of those used iPhones at offkai. You know, the ones that were just kind of being left free everywhere? I just kind of grabbed one. You know, I mean, everybody was, like, so drunk, they didn't really miss it, you know what I mean? So, hey, how's your break? Was it really a break? No, I basically networked and worked and worked. All talk, right? I mean, it might be all talk. Maybe. Maybe we're just doing talking tonight. Maybe we're hanging out. Maybe there's some karaoke as well later. Who knows? He's so back. I am so back. What? An offkai iPhone? Yes! Did you guys know that sometimes people are really drunk and they just leave their iPhone sitting out and about? Not that I would ever say that I took one, but I now have an iPhone, and somebody else in the world does not. So, you know, now I can do the live 2D tracking and whatnot, so that should be interesting. I've got new blend shapes and all kinds of fun stuff. It's good. It's good. Listen. It's not my fault that I'm just so much better than everybody else, okay? That's not my fault. I can't help it. I just can't. I enjoy being better than everybody else.
Corporate here to remind you
Trains
that things
are cool. Trains are cool. Yeah. I can't hear literally anything that's going through. $0 iPhone, $0 iPhone. Don't know, I just saw the Discord MIA announcement, didn't know what it was. What? Yeah, I was going MIA for a bit, because I had to go to the offkai shit. I even put in the title of my, last stream before I went, hey, I'm gonna be gone for, 2 weeks. Because I was originally gonna be gone for, the full 2 weeks, because I had some, family stuff that was gonna be after offkai, right? But then my family surprised me, and they're like, hey, Himawari, you know what you need? Literally your entire family showing up and deciding that today is a good day to hang out. So, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I got to go across the countryside. I got to see a lot of sights.
Trains
are not cool.
My work
What?
has much to do with it.
What? Come on! Trains are great! Trains are the best thing ever. Listen, I got to ride a really cool train. I got to go through the countryside. I got to have myself some fun. You were track layer. Okay, that explains everything. You hate fun for good reason. Don't worry. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to keep doing some repositioning stuff because this seems to not be too happy with the whole remembering where I am. Yeah. Ah, well. Face capture's face capture. When you're in the field is not so fun, especially in Germany. Well, I can imagine that. Murder crimes on a train? Did you meet new people? I did meet new people. I met a lot of new people, actually. I met a hell of a lot of new people. I met some VTubers. I met, I was trying to say earlier, I met the company Vita Ramen, or whatever it is, Vita Noodle? Vita Food? Vita... I got their business card here. So, I have a stack of business cards, and part of this is gonna be, hey, let's go through the business cards Himawari got while he was on at offkai. These are business cards that was handed by folks, and we've also got some merch. I got the crocheted Pippa, I got the knit Pippa, I got the Randon orb in small and large, I got the Kirsch cube in hard plastic and in felt. I got a Capipolis Free Trade Zone button, a Kirsch Butter Dog button, a Certified Capipolist button, Kanpai as a button.
Corporate here to remind you to return the cards to
Let me see here. We have Kori Ojo. Kori Ojo. Ujo. Ujo. Who has a lovely little raccoon with her avatar and is the most adorable little cinnamon bun I have ever seen. Lovely individual. I met the CEO of Nexus Academy. Academia? Academy? Yeah, I had a long conversation with the CEO of Nexus. Interesting individual. Trying out a new... they're trying out... Basically, they're... I hate to say Niji Sanji because that brings a bad connotation right now, but you know what Niji Sanji was kind of trying to do with the whole Talent Academy, where you would teach people how to do that? Hello, Archangel. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Kosho? Eh. But, we had a nice long talk about that, how they're doing business plans moving forward. Ah! Broke a thing. Hi, I'm back. Hello. Yeah, I talked with the CEO of Nexus. They're setting up a new VTuber Academy thing. It's looking fairly interesting. I'm hopeful to see how it turns out. We're gonna get a lot of new VTubers coming in. I think they had 52 VTuber talents in their company so far across, like, all their different, training things. They had a whole deck of cards. Ah, that's right. I got the, personal business card for Vitae Kitchens, which is the, ramen company that does, Onigiri's work there. So I got to do some networking with them. Lovely folks. I ate ramen outside of their little stall and managed to help them do a bunch of sales. I have the personal business card of Senna Bonbon, made out of nice, solid metal. Yeah, no, she did like a proper metal business card, and I helped hand those out too. It was great. Got to meet Senna in person. She's amazing. The Cinnamon Bon Bear. Oh yeah, I should probably, like, actually... That's right. I forgot to do... Shit. I forgot to do, like, any sort of, like, hey, I'm live. Excuse me, let me steal my own live notification from earlier. Let me just... Hold on a second. I'm professional. I am live and also not dead. Drop into Twitch. Hear about offkai. And I read... business cards. There we go. There we go. I'm a genius. I am a genius! I'm a genius. Self-promotion. All of the self-promotion. Hell yes. There we go. Cool. I'm so good. Professional is a word. It is a word that exists. They're only a celebrity if you believe they're a celebrity. So then nobody's a celebrity? Really? But yeah, so I got that business card. I also got the business card for XDM Artworks, who I helped basically do sales rep work for while I was there. That was fun. I was like just guiding people back to them. They gave me some cool artwork there. I basically like, okay, so while everybody else was enjoying the panels and the events and all these other fun things, I kind of just went around going full salesman mode and trying to direct people back to the stalls. So, how do I put this? Words are hard. I just kind of decided, you know what, today, for the 3 days that are coming up, I am just going to go out of my way to shill as hard as I can for 3 days straight. Need to sleep early, embark early to an island. The people there got weird customs and food. They only drink brew of water and leaves. Rains every day. Oh, really? Really, I see. Good, jolly old England. Good luck to you, neutral. Don't get stabbed. Do not get stabbed. But yeah, I got to help out these folks, XDM, with some wonderful art sales. Got to get them some stuff. I didn't get any commission or anything. It was just a fun thing to do. I made it my responsibility personally to try and get as many people to spend as much money as physically possible while I was there as I could. And I think I did a pretty good job of that. Eriko Okachi. Cool design. Not sure when I met her. Did I meet her? Did I meet her manager? I don't know. That one I don't remember. Well, of course I get it immediately. It's an island where they drink leaf brew. And they stab everybody. I also got, like, 7 business cards for Fief the Dog Knight from different people. Like, it wasn't the same person giving them out. Tao from the Kapipi Cord gave me one. We had, like, a guy in a trench coat give me another one. We had some girl give me another one who was doing cosplay. I had another one that was given to me while I was doing the karaoke room. I had another one that was given to me as I was on my way to the bathroom. I have like 7 of the, yeah, no, let me see. 1, 2, 3, that's 4, that is 5, that is 6, that is 7, okay, that is 8. I got 8 copies of this person's business card. I got all the business cards for the Lucid Multimedia Company that they were giving out. I got handed those. Some cool designs on some of them. Gonna have to check those people out. But like I said, the Fief, like, I don't know who Fief is, but I have to check out Fief the Dog Knight at some point, because I have 7 of these business cards, and I don't know why. I guess if you're gonna get something to work, oversaturate it, and you'll have a saturation bombardment that actually works. What else do I got here? I have I have the business cards for the Phase Girls. Those were just being given out as collectibles. Yeah, I got all of the business cards for the Phase Girls. Where's my Twitch stream? What do you mean, where's the Twitch stream? The Twitch stream is live right now. What? What do you mean, where's my Twitch stream? The Twitch stream's live. Wasn't showing. What the heck? That's weird. But yeah, I got the business cards for every single one of the Phase Girls, which is great. I love the art on these. Each of them has like a little tiny slogan on them. They're really well done. I was surprised. I was actually really surprised that everybody this year, right, was doing the little, they don't actually have like, the channel information on the card. Instead, they have one of those little barcode things that you can take a picture of with your phone. And so, it's just a picture of the talent, their name, and a barcode. But it also has little, descriptors on them. Like, this one's, Phase Connect's #1 say-so. Talent. I'll trap your heart in love. Phase JP's Say So and Pretty Idol. Pico Palm Pomeranian. No education, age, or experience required. It's showtime. Are you ready for the thunder? I'm you, not you. I'll steal more than just your lemons. It's M burger o'clock. Ah, man. Ember's cool. Ember's cool. Jelly is Awa Awa. I'm not a diddler for Dizzy Dokuro. Praise the Moon for Nina. Emmy is Isami Industries awaits. I don't bite hard, at least, for Seiya. Like, I'm looking at these business cards and I'm just like, these are weird, because it's just a picture of the talent. And I wanted to have, like, a hand cam for some of this, but couldn't get it properly set up in time. Because I'm tired. You guys know that unlike everybody else I was talking to, I had to ride the train. You guys know how much it fucking sucks to not be able to just take an airplane somewhere? Because, it does. It genuinely really, really sucks. I had to take 3 days out to get there. Well, three and a half days, almost 4. And then 3.5, almost 4 days back. And it's just like, yay. I'm so tired. Everything sucks. My life is over. Everybody hates me. I didn't get to do anything I wanted to. The world is just a monstrous place. So I didn't get my hand cam stuff. But yeah, we got a bunch of business cards from the Phase Girls, which are actually really cool art, even if the art is just, like, the talents, right? I have to say, I finally got to try the Phase coffee while it was being done there on the spot, because they had the Phase coffee stand, which is really cool. I should have done a slideshow presentation. Guys, we could have done a slideshow presentation! We could have, like, because I got a bunch of photos, right? We could have just, like, sat down, and you and me, we could have got the projector out. If I was thinking this smart, I would have taken, like, the weekend off. Like, spent all that time and built a really cool presentation so I could just show you guys all this stuff instead. I got to meet Remy, too. Remy was cool. Man, Remy was cool. Wait, I just realized the Pip of business card says, PPP, it's not Pip-over till I say so. And Tenma's is just, there's no party without alcohol. Urika's, I'll serenade your unsay-so sins away. Shisui is literally just die, die, die. It's just die, die, die. She put just die, die, die on her business card. This is great. So yeah, I got all the Phase Girls business cards. I got like 7 of the Fief ones. I don't know who Fief is, but I might have to learn. I also got a business for Unit 0 for doing some like future potential music work stuff down the line. Who knows? Miss Lala's business card thing, Lucid Multimedia, all the little side things. Oh yeah, I got Shikafuji Lisa, the Nightmare Sheep. I got her business card. She's cool. Yeah. She got cool merch too. But I just got a bunch of these business cards for like everybody was giving out business cards, right? Love Lisa. Lisa good. Everybody was giving out business cards. And a lot of these business cards were just like the public facing business cards, but I was surprised to actually get given a few ones that were, you know, like proper business cards. Like not just the ones they were giving out at the stand, which was kind of awesome. Made me feel like important, I guess. I don't know. I gotta say the Cinnabonbon ones are, well, the Cinnabonbon one, I had to give out the other ones. Bleh. They are really probably one of the highlight ones just because they're nice, thick metal. There was a VTuber lore company there that I won't mention by name as well. You got like proper business proposals? Yeah, I got a few. Not like all of them. Most of them were just like the, hey, here's this person's socials and whatnot, check it out. I did get a business card for a VTuber lore video company, but I have to say that their sales rep was one of the least professional people I have ever interacted with. And despite the fact that I went in wanting to give them money, by the time she was done with her sales pitch, or rather lack thereof, I not only don't want to give them money, but also don't want literally anyone I know to ever work with that company because she did such a terrible, terrible job of actually selling me on what her company does. And out of respect for the other people that work there, I will not mention that company by name. Hey, Squishy, how you doing, bro? I will not mention that company by name, but I have to say, that was some of the least respectful interaction I have ever had with anyone in a business setting in my entire life. Like, unironically, she was the single worst sales rep I have ever worked with. It was despicable, the kind of way she was trying to sell or lack of sell her company. And the sheer disinterest and gall of the disrespect that I was given is immeasurable to an active point that I think I'm going to go out of my way now to make sure other individuals that I personally know do not ever work with that company. It was just unacceptable, unprofessional, disgraceful behavior on every level. And I was talking about it for about 2 hours after it happened because it's just, I have never in my entire life had that poor of an experience with an actual sales rep, right? Not just like the person working the cashier's desk, not just the person selling merch, but an actual sales rep who's trying to get me to spend thousands of dollars. Because she was stuck up, arrogant, ignorant, disrespectful, and spent most of the time talking about how she was fairly certain I would not be able to afford the services of their company. And would just say, well, just go onto the website, we'll fill out an application, we'll run a credit check and see if you're actually able to go with us. Oh, just go on our website. Listen, why don't you actually just... Like, I mean, you realize we're more expensive, right? Like, are you sure you're going to the right company here? And it's like... I'm sorry, you are the most disrespectful and disgusting human being I've interacted with this entire convention. And we're at an anime convention. That is an accomplishment. You have so thoroughly alienated me from your company that I'm actually tempted to go to my family and have them also work against your damn company. And I don't like interacting with my family. But guess what? That was such a piss-poor experience that it genuinely fucking infuriates me even 5 days later. I am so incredibly angry to my core because she looked at me like I was fucking dirt. Just on the bottom of her damn shoe. And again, I am respecting by not publicly lambasting the actual company by name. I will not mention them. I will not give identifying information on them. But my goodness, that was disgraceful, disgusting, disturbing, unacceptable on every single level. No. She just presumed immediately I didn't have money and then just went to blowing me the fuck off. And it's just like, do you understand that I right now have $800 in cash in my fucking wallet, right? Do you understand I have a fund set aside of about $20,000 of funds specifically for this shit, right? Funds that I have been very carefully conserving and acquiring. I can pay you full up, in front, right fucking now for this shit, right? And all she goes is, I don't think you can afford it, but, like, we can run a credit check on you if you go to our website, and if you just go to our website instead. Our website has all the info. No, I don't think you can afford it. Bitch, the fuck you say to me? In front of other people as well. I was fucking humiliated. It was disgusting. Plot twist, she doesn't actually like the company's trying to sabotage it. Well, she was the sales rep I got pointed towards by their representatives, so She's the model of the company that they wanted to put their foot forward. They had me go to her. So, yeah. Yeah, no. It's, you know. I was trying to just get some basic information. I was trying to just get some, stuff there. I wanted a nice, like, 30-second little lore-type video. Thought it would be nice, quick, and easy. Rep trying to tank the company to get a tax write-off. You know, I would almost believe that because it was disgusting, and I think she should be fired. I'm not normally the kind of person who tries to fire anybody. And note, I'm not angry enough to actually list her name, which, by the way, ma'am, you angered me enough that I remember your fucking name. And I know you're never gonna see this because I'm less than dirt to you. But for me to remember literally anyone's name and have it running through my damn mind on loop... Yeah, no. No, I can't get that shit out of my fucking head, and it sucks. Because I'd rather have things about the fun of offkai there, not how some dumb asshole treated me like shit. You know. I also got a Puzzle Pulsar business card. Puzzle Pulsar was really fun. Me and him, we talked a lot. Like, a lot. Cool dude. The kind of stuff that he was doing with his VTubing rig there was great. Looking at some of the different design things that he was trying out there. Not so sure I'm a massive fan of the content, but I think the person in general was fun to talk with, you know? Like, if she really didn't think she had the money, she could have just been polite, okay, thank you, just in case, don't know your income, you aren't completely sure, we can assist with a credit check, things like that. Yeah, no, it was just, like, fucking tear me a new one. Let's see. Also got, Akiko. I got a business card for Akiko. I got some of the, I actually got the complete collection of the Phase Connect Polaroids. So they were giving out these Polaroids, right? And each of them has some of the talents from Phase Connect, right? There were 11 of them, and I believe I got, let's see, I got 2 of the Pippa and Tenma. 1, 2, 3, I think I got them all. 4, yeah, I believe, yeah, no, that's a complete set. And I've got some spares as well, so that was fun. The Polaroid stuff was cool. I didn't actually have to do too much to get them. I was just kind of like exploring the con in general and drinking a lot of Phase coffee. Phase coffee, really good, by the way, really good. Phase Connect had a really good showing out there. They did have some minor issues. I would say that there wasn't a single one of their panels that didn't have at least some level of issue there, to a rather heavy degree. They had some issues with getting internet, like some severe ones that seemed a bit off. One of their panels that was supposed to have live segments where they were covering how Pippa and Tenma had gone missing. It was supposed to be, I believe that was going to be Urika and Lumi? There's supposed to be a segment that was like the disappearance of Pippa and Tenma, right? Where Pippa and Tenma weren't going to be there live. There's pre-recorded segments of Pippa and Tenma doing things, right? And you'd have little segments that did intro and outro to each of those segments, right? You're supposed to have the talents doing live... Leah and Urika, yeah. They were supposed to do, like, live call-in and, like, doing bits and comedy routines to lead in the segments. And, yeah. Instead, it was... The offkai livestream was 2 hours of cycling ads. And, like, 10 minutes of the thing was actually live-streamed. Yeah. Yeah, I was there live for that. It was we didn't actually get any of the call-in stuff either at the live portion. We just got the pre-recorded stuff. So so a lot of the segments didn't actually make any sense, which is fine. You know, it's fine. We have technical difficulties. The internet gave out on that bit, and that was okay. They did have a rather big issue with Clara's karaoke. They weren't allowed to do it because the hotel just arbitrarily decided they weren't allowed to anymore, so that was great. I had personal issues with the... Oh, sorry, I actually, before I forget, I also checked in Oshi Live, which is a fun project that I'm looking forward to. Very much looking forward to, where they're doing broadcasting on the go. It's another one of those platforms that's trying to do its own thing. And the other one, I was really actually super super excited about, well, Annie Live was cool, but I'm trying to remember, where's the, VOLS, I believe it's called, which is trying to do, intense, like, hardcore gaming type stuff, where it's doing the esports, but with VTubers. And I think that's going to be very difficult to pull off. But I do think that one's going to be really great moving forward. I talked with all the girls in that first generation they're doing. They're trying to break out into the EN market. They're doing, like, hardcore, dedicated pro gaming. And mixing it with the standard VTuber stuff. I think that long-term what they're probably going to wind up doing, just from talking with the girls and whatnot, I think they're probably going to wind up dedicating hard in the early game, and then realizing what's going on, moving forward, and kind of adjusting more to standard VTubing. That's how I see that going forward. But the girls, they'll have wonderful personalities, beautiful-looking models. They're using modelers who had, I believe they said, worked previously for HoloLive. They're were they Indonesian or Philippines company? But they're trying to break into the EN market, and I'm just like, you guys are throwing yourselves into shark-infested waters there, and I am hoping you won't drown. But yeah, on back to the phase thing. So the phase stuff was like falling apart for a while there, and I don't think it was entirely phase's fault. There was definitely some issues with the hotel venue. I'm just gonna say it. The hotel fucked up a lot. Like a lot. Like constantly. All the time. Hey, the internet's out. Hey, the ramps aren't the proper ADA compliant. Hey, look, our elevator's out. Don't worry, it's not actually out. Somebody just snapped off the key inside the ignition before the con started. Oh, hey, what's that? Oh, yeah, no, we gotta turn it back on. Oh, hey, we gotta turn back on the water. We gotta turn back on this. We gotta do the... It's just... I don't want to blame any individual person, because the individual people, at the end of the day, they work hard, right? We all understand what it's like to put in the extra effort and try to make something work, and it just kind of has some issues, right? There was almost undeniably some level of sabotage that was going on there just from looking around. There were people who were selling duplicate badges. I noticed multiple times there was the exact same number on cards, where I would see like a group of people that's like 10 people, all with the same unique ID badge on their badges. Which, I'm dense about some things, and I'm really perceptive about other things, and it's fucking weird to me, because it's not a conscious thing I can make use of, but I just kept noticing it, right? There was a lot of people. Security on site was really, really good about trying to keep up with things and doing everything they could to make sure things didn't get out of hand. I think that despite the fact that the lines were way too long and nothing they did fixed it. Nothing they did fixed it. Which was sad. Yeah. They still tried. I will say, so there were a lot of people who were complaining because FaZe Connect got the line capped during one of their meet and greets. As somebody who was talking with the security at the time period, I'm not an inside source on any of this, but I was, like, on the ground as stuff was happening. The line getting capped was actually something they talked about the prior day, because they noticed that they were having lines going around the building, and somebody called the fire marshal on offkai. I made joke during the time. It's like, oh, hey, somebody... I made some jokes about that. I didn't expect anybody to actually do it, but there's a reason why people were sitting there calling it LineCon. And the reason why that was is because there were so many lines everywhere, and the lines were wrapping around the building because you did have 2,500 actual tickets sold, and who knows how many hundreds of fake tickets. Yeah, there was also some issue, I think, with scalpers, because I remember, like, there was a lot of stuff where people had bought the tickets and just didn't show up at all. For some things, but I'm not sure... See, I'm not sure that all of it was, because some of that stuff, a lot of the things that were there required you to already have the account and already have the ticket. So I'm not entirely sure if that's the case, but there was talk about it going around, and I, of course, fed into it, you know. FaZe has good coffee. I see Sakana has bought you. Sakana doesn't have to buy me. I do it for free. I'm like a Janny. I do it for free. I'm just a fucking Janny, okay? I do it for free. Listen. And actually, I like the coffee. Believe it or not. I think it's good. Do I think it's worth the price? Questionable. Questionable. I mean, yeah, the Hime coffee was fantastic, right? The Hime coffee was great. Hime coffee was great. The Irie coffee needed a bit of salt added to it, which I thought made it really nice. Like, when you added just the tiniest bit of salt to the Irie coffee, it was just like, oh! A few of the other ones were very overburnt. They did say that they were having some issues with the quality of the batch that was leading to some problems. I spoke a lot with the Phase Connect staff who were on there. I spoke a lot with a lot of the staff who were there in general, from like the offkai staff themselves to the talents who were going there. I kind of made it my personal mission to just meet folks, talk with things, and then try and understand what the con was going on better. So day one, there was a lot of people. Well, day zero, there was a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. But day one comes around, and everything's crowded, right? Day one pre-registration, the line was like a 2.5-hour line, which just kept getting bigger. Day one, it was just as big. Day two, it was almost just as big. So, yeah. Yeah, the lines were very, very, very long, and a lot of us were calling it Line Con. They had tried to figure out different ways they could fix it because they had the fire marshal who'd been called in. And again, I'm not on staff or anything. I have no connection to offkai, Phase Connect, or the Hyatt Regency where the event was taking place. I'm just somebody who pays attention, right? They did have some issues I was already seeing with people doing like fake tags, but you can't check everybody's tags. It's just going to happen. They had allotted a number of positions for that, right? From my understanding. And those positions obviously filled up because everything was over full. So day two, from my personal understanding of talking to various folks, day two was an attempt to try and curb things in creative ways. In terms of they tried doing things to cycle the lines faster, they tried doing things to clear people out, they tried doing the line capping. You already had bad internet that was going on in day one with the phase stuff. You had things that had to be rescheduled, things ran out of time. It was a very, very, very stressful moment for everybody involved, and looking at things, it really did actively look like there was some major sabotage going on against Phase Connect. And while I have no doubt that there was a degree of that, I think a far greater degree of it was most likely just the fact that everyone was overwhelmed with the HoloLive stuff. HoloLive and HoloStars had maximum sold out. And when you have the HoloLive folks forming queues 8 hours in advance, 8 hours in advance. Some of these guys would queue up like 4 or 5 panels ahead of time. They would, again, they queued 8 hours ahead for some of these events. Are you genuinely going to tell me that staff is going to be able to cope with that? The meet and greets were being held inside of the same room as the actual merch sales, and the merch area had to be capped, right? The merch area had to be capped, so you could not go for a lot of the meet and greets, right? Because people were actually buying and selling. The first day that it was there, the meet and greet, the actual sales area was so loud, you could not hear anything. I wore Ear Pro, professional Ear Pro that was originally military grade, but military grade is not a good thing. It just means it's cheap. It's what the military uses. But I wore military Ear Pro, and that shit was so loud, it was almost overwhelming my Ear Pro. And it did overwhelm my senses. You couldn't talk to anybody, you couldn't do anything. Everybody was running around like chickens with their heads cut off, buying. And the meet and greets were there, so you couldn't really do your meet and greets. And so they tried to start capping the sales area, which had the unintended effect of also capping the meet and greets. So the line for that became about a 4-hour line. About 4 to 6 hours for that line, depending on the time of day you were there. Because they were trying to figure out a way because you had highly desirable meet and greets in that area, right? Highly desirable meet and greets. In the same area that you have your stores. Yeah. That wasn't ever gonna work out right. Especially when you had people realizing the lines were long, so they started queuing for things that were 2 or 3 meet and greets ahead. So you had some genuine issues that were really, really prevalent there. Security still did a great job of keeping anybody from getting hurt. They did a really good job of escorting people around. They did a really good job of keeping on their toes. The volunteers had some issues there. There were clearly some people who were not ready for volunteering. I will definitively say that there were a number of volunteers who should not have been on the floor. There were a number of volunteers who should never have been allowed near the convention center, who had no competency, who had no understanding, who had no prior experience, who could not handle the positions that they were being given. They had about 90 volunteers and like 60 security on that staff for just the floor security. They had their paid security as well for the professional team that they used, and the professional team did a fantastic fucking job, by the way. Their professional team did a great job, right? Amazing work on the professional security and on the volunteer security. They stepped up their A game, and no matter what you want to say about the volunteers, the security brought it all. They were assholes sometimes, a lot of them were fuds. If you know, you know. But I'll tell you something, they actively saved my life, and I can respect that. Because, yeah, they genuinely saved my life. And I can't talk shit about them, you know? Makes me wonder, would it be possible and reasonable to make a digital queuing system? Lose some time efficiency and could lead to less conflicts. That also required the internet to work. Yeah, and what's the problem with internet? You're having everyone accessing the internet all the time, so it's going to overwhelm it. There were conventions that had done this prior. The one older security EMT bro was a pretty cool guy. Yeah, no, he's the one who saved my life, and I respect that, you know? I respect that a lot. I had some medical issues while I was at the con, and I had a very close call. We'll leave it at that. But they acted fast. They worked quickly. They worked efficiently. They got together in a way that was professional, in a good atmosphere, kept me calm, kept me collected, and, well, there was the water thing, and then there was another thing the day after, so, yeah. There were 2 instances where if it had been handled improperly, I would not be standing here, or I guess sitting here, talking to you guys right now. And for that, I can genuinely say thank you to the offkai security, to the offkai security volunteers, because I would not be here and alive if it wasn't for their dedication and their professionalism. Now that said, there was actively several individuals with malicious intent who were there. Documentable malicious intent was had by several members of the volunteer staff. There were things that went on there that should not have been allowed to happen, should not have been allowed to continue to happen, and were handled incredibly poorly. Mix that in with a large amount of genuine unpreparedness, and it is amazing that it went as well as it did. I have to say the head of the offkai convention, very polite, very respectful, good head on his shoulders from what I interacted with him, didn't seem to have too many problems, you know? I am not in California, and it's not my responsibility. What happens with that stuff is in the hands of other folks. I'm not gonna be the narc talking to the police, okay? I'm not narking. Fucking hell. But there was a lot of things that were not properly prepared for in terms of general layout of the facility. The hotel was not ready for accommodations that large. The police were called multiple times to the location and did have to fan out and move about, though I believe nothing actually came from most of that. I know, for example, the HoloLive party room got forcibly shut down by the hotel, which was very interesting. Very, very interesting. There were genuinely some people out there who were going on their own personal political crusade. Of that, I can strongly attest to, because I saw that shit with my own eyes. There were definitively individuals who were using offkai as a political crusade, right? Luckily, it seemed like those people got sniffed out fairly quickly and kicked the fuck out, which is good, right? Problem is, still shouldn't happen in the first place, but you're doing volunteers, you're gonna have issues, right? A lot of the offkai staff was very polite, kind, courteous. They worked very well to try and make things happen. There were genuinely some really good folks who I enjoyed interacting with. They did, as time went on, start doing actual ADA badges for disability access, which was really good. There were a lot of people who did not know that there was going to be disability access. So they were still waiting in line, or they were pushing themselves too far, or getting hurt. The water that they had on site was way too cold. I found that out on a personal level when I went into medical shock because I was trying to keep hydrated, and the water was too cold, and so it lowered my core temperature. And then people got confused, and so they kept giving me cold water, and kept giving me cold water, and my core temperature kept dropping, and dropping, and dropping, and it was almost really bad. That was almost really bad. Come on, man, do the thing. I don't know what the thing is. I'm so fucking tired. I know there's probably like some bit you're referring to, Pedro. There's some like fucking bit or some bullshit you're talking about. Right now, I'm so fucking tired. I'm barely even here for this stream, man. The water was to die for. Oh yeah, it was a killer set of drinks. Man's was ice cold. I genuinely was. It was danger level. They had to fucking warm me up. They set me out in the sun. They set me out in the sun, covered in blankets. Like, just completely bundled up with, like, 3 layers deep of hot blankets, with, like, a little heater next to me. At least it didn't end up like DashCon. Well, it was much more professional operation than that. And I think, honestly, with everything that was set to go wrong, everything that could have gone wrong, how cold was it inside? They had the AC cranked up to max. The AC was, I want to say, it was 65 degrees Fahrenheit in there in some areas. For the most part, they were aiming for 70 degrees Fahrenheit to try and overcompensate for it. And the thing is, the way the AC was cranked up, it made your lips super dried out, so you kept thinking that you were dehydrated. And the hotel staff kept turning down the temperature to try to counteract things. Which was, it was great. It was great. Again, I can say that with everything that was set to go wrong, Offkai's staff handled it professionally, for the most part. They handled it respectfully. They handled it in the best way that they could, given everything that was stacked against them, right? And everything that some people stacked against themselves. Yeah. Definitely felt that dehydration. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything. Dude, I had so much, like, chapstick I was having to put on. My lips are still cracking. The problem is, so I don't coagulate normally, so I had to be very damn careful. And I had to go back to my room a couple times to put on some of my coagulant, right? Or, like, pop my little coagulant pills or what have you. Because it's like my lips kept cracking open. It's just like, I'm gonna start draining blood onto the damn floor if my lips don't stop cracking so much. Ah! Everything sucks! Oh, man. The microwaves were also... It took, 15, 20 minutes to heat up the water on the microwaves. Because the microwaves were very, very, very low power. You couldn't really heat up anything. There was one microwave per floor. That's a hotel thing again. The hotel only had one set of elevators for the entire building that was accessible to the public. So if you were on the opposite side of the elevators like myself, you had to go all the way around the entire perimeter of the fucking building to get to your room. and all the way around the entire perimeter of the building to get back to the elevators to go down to the con floor. Because apparently there was an earthquake a while back, and when the elevator collapsed in, they never replaced the elevator. So there's just like a filled-in elevator shaft on the other side that was supposed to be the second elevator. So you're just like, oh, this fucking sucks. Sorry, having some issues. Yeah, but yeah, the elevators were not properly set up. The disability ramps that they had access to were a bit too steep. There's one of them that had like 4 turns and 1 landing, so you had nowhere to like rest. The actual ramps for disability access were too thin for more than one person to fit down at a time. It was exactly a one-way ramp. So what do you think happened when you had 2 people in wheelchairs who go down the same ramp? Or one of them goes down the ramp, one of them goes up the ramp? Because I got to see that many, many times. And staff tried to compensate for that. They did have a elevator that was set up, but let me walk you through the process of how to use that elevator, okay? Let's say you are in a wheelchair. Well, if you're going down, you have to wheel yourself in, grab behind yourself 180 degrees to pull the door manually closed behind yourself, right? Because it's a manual door. Then you have to hold the button for it to confirm. Then it'll start slowly going down for about 30 seconds. Then you push the button and you leave. That's easy, right? Now let's say you're on the bottom level of that same scenario. Okay, push the button. It has to slowly lower the elevator down to your level. Confirm that it's locked in place. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now, you have to let go of the button and push it again, and the door will open if you're at the right position. But you have to hold it to open it. Okay, that's fine. Automatic door opens, you slide in. Now wait 30 to 45 seconds. 30 to 45 seconds, sometimes a minute depending, and the automated door will close behind you and then latch into place. Now, you can activate the control panel. Now you sit and you activate it. You hold the button. Now it's ready to start moving. Now you can finally hold the other button to let the elevator slowly ascend. You're at the top level, well, congratulations, now you get to manually open up the thing unless it has decided not to unlock itself. In which case you're stuck there, waiting, like kind of hitting the 2 buttons, up or down, to kind of get yourself positioned perfectly so it finally locks into place, and you can open the door and leave. Is this an elevator or a mech suit? Don't worry, guys, at Hyatt Regency of Seattle, it's both. Seattle? San Francisco, not Seattle. I was not in Seattle. It's like a Gundam elevator. I know, right? Like a manual elevator? Kinda. It was great, right? And it doesn't check what floor it's on for the top layer. So, I mean, there was a time that I opened the elevator and the elevator wasn't up and I almost rolled down an elevator shaft. It was great. I almost rolled down a fucking elevator shaft and died. It was awesome. I love hotels, don't you? Aren't they the best thing ever? Because it's supposed to lock the door, but it wasn't locking the door. Oh, I love convention centers, don't you? Aren't they the best thing ever? Isn't this what life's all about? Isn't it a dream come true? You know what? I'm going to turn on my hands. We're using hands. You don't need that info. Just guess and pray. All right, Squishy. I agree. That is the man's way to handle the elevator. That is the manly man's way of elevator handling. All right, do I have my actual hand capture? I'm going to turn on my hands here. It's going to be great. Did you guys know I have hands? Did you guys know I have hand capture? I have motion capture for my hands. Because most people don't, because I rarely ever use it anymore, because it's a bitch and a half to set up, and it doesn't look that good. Okay, that's busted. All right, is this going to work? Let's use the backup cable. Let's turn on the hands. So, accessibility for disability was very poor. It was very, very poor, in fact. I would say again, the accessibility on the hotel's part was rough. I wouldn't say necessarily completely unacceptable. However, my hands were very damaged by the end of the convention. A lovely individual over at the cosplay booth was willing to help me out. She helped make me some actual knuckle wraps and hand wraps for my palm and for my thumb to be able to help out with wheeling up the ramps, because the ramps were not safe to ramp up on your own. The entire hotel was accessible, technically. The issue that we ran into with a lot of that stuff is a very simple one, in that it had no understanding for somebody that didn't have a helper, right? For anyone who has somebody pushing them, like holding onto the things behind them and then pushing them forward, it's mostly fine. However, for anybody who's walking on crutches on their own, for anybody who was dealing with their, for anybody who was dealing with crutches, it was an issue. For anybody who was dealing with a wheelchair, it was an issue. If you were doing it on your own, it was a major hazard and was incredibly dangerous. It was not safe. Offkai was not a safe location due to how the hotel had handled their accessibility. There were many areas where if you had been disabled and there was a fire that had broken out, people would have died. I'm going to be honest on that. That is my formal. I am not a currently certified safety inspector. I do not have active credentials to inspect locations for the safety for human habitability. However, the Hyatt Regency of San Francisco had multiple areas which would not be safe given a fire environment. How it is still allowed to remain open due to the fire marshal's inspections and the like is beyond me. Maybe there are some legislative measures that I do not know of, local California law. However, that building is not safe for fire, is not safe for the American Disability Act standards, in my personal opinion, as someone who is not presently certified for any form of inspection. Who gave you the gloves? Was that doggy? Originally, it was a member of the staff of Offkai who took it upon themselves. They noticed that my hands were all knocked up and I was getting hurt trying to go up and down the ramps because they were a bit too steep. So a member of staff actually brought me a pair of gardening gloves to help out. And I used those for a while, and they were a little bit useful but a bit thin, and Dogiwara went out of his way to grab a new pair of gloves. He helped me out with that because on the train ride over, I managed to lose multiple EpiPens that were stolen, my business cards that were stolen. Yeah, my business cards got stolen. I had a lovely little wooden box with business cards I was going to give out at the convention. My gloves, my nice leather gloves that I use for, like, piloting my wheelchair around, that are supposed to help out my hands. They're little fingerless gloves. They're really nice. It's just got a thumb. Like, the thumb is covered so you can do, like, the stopping on the back end. The hand's covered. It's a really nice pair of gloves. They were like $100 pair of gloves. Really nice, really well put together. Those got stolen. 5 EpiPens of mine got stolen. And my business card box got stolen. So, that was a fun start. I was in a bad mood at the start of the con because of that kind of stuff. But, yeah, no. That building is not safe, in my personal opinion. That's not a factual statement. That is not trying to be passed off as something that should modify your personal judgment there. That is just me speaking for myself. Hello, and thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. I am Himawari Kotetsu, and today we're talking about my experiences at offkai. And I hope you'll join us and enjoy. Whether you stick around long-term or just for a little bit, enjoy the things that we have here for the time being, as we just relax and enjoy. So, again, I'm not saying that I have any legal backing to make these things. Raiders, play the sound. Raid! Is it not playing the sound right now? Is it busted? Is it not playing the sound? Hold on. Is it not playing the sound?
We did it. Soft mission complete.
Is it not playing the alarm code red?
Go!
We have nothing to hide. Is it not? Huh. Oh, I guess it's kind of busted. Doesn't play audio. Really? It's supposed to. I wonder what's busted today. Oh well. Something's busted. Something's always busted. Reminded me I need to set up alerts on my streams. Oh, well, everybody does. You kidding me? I heard it. Okay, so we're hearing it. We're hearing some of it. Okay. Soft mission complete. I'ma kill you with like a fish in the middle of the rain in the Alps. Meet me on the top of Mount Fuji. We're gonna fight to the death with fish. Is it just Twitch? No, they're talking about the stupid meme thing where every time somebody raids, they play the soft mission complete, like, sound effect thing. And they're awful. I don't think Fuji's in the Alps. I don't think you believe enough. If we believe hard enough, if we stick together, right? If we stick together, if we believe, we can make it work, you know? Like, you and me, chat, you and me, we'll make it work. Oh man, but yeah, no, it was good. It was good. There were a lot of rough spots at the con in general, right? I got to meet Kirsha. I got to meet Nanobites. I got to meet oh geez, I got to meet V4 Mirai's Abby Kadabra, who asked me for a hug. Abby Kadabra asked me for a hug. It was great. It was awesome. Cute pink woman asked me for a hug. The pink woman with the green eyes. Then she, like, kicked my wheelchair. She, like, hit my wheelchair, like, repeatedly. Alright, we relocate Mount Fuji to the Alps, or the Alps to Mount Fuji? The Alps to Mount Fuji. Abby Kudabara. Did she ask you to come to Brazil? Listen, I would go to Brazil for Abby. Abby's great. Abby's the best thing ever. She complimented my cosplay. And you know what? I would go to Brazil for Abby. Oh, I also met the, I met the tech people behind, oh, geez. Oh, I can't remember the company they were behind. Oh, I can't remember the company, but I think they were working with V4 Mirai as well. They've worked with V4 Mirai. I met, like, their head tech lady who makes sure all of the models and shit work, and their mocap studios and whatnot. That was fun. I actually talked a lot with some of the different staff and producers on a few of those companies, right? I took it out as a real chance to try and, like, meet folks and chat with people, and it was really good to try and... You guys know, I get excited when it comes to trying, emphasis on trying, to make things work. Sorry, no, I get excited when it tries to make things work. No, brain. When it comes to, like, talking about the older YouTube stuff, the older streaming environments, things like that, right? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Is there a way I can swap? Hold on. Is this... Ah! Am I using the wrong camera? Hold on. I think I'm using the wrong camera. Hold on. I'm trying to... Are we good? I think I'm using the wrong camera. How do I get this to use the right camera? What? How do I... iPhone hate! iPhone hate! I hate iPhones. Man, at least it's a free iPhone, but you know what? iPhone hate. Alright, I've got the V2 tracking. Smooth Live 2D mask config. What? What do you fucking mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why is everything fucked? I'm trying to fix the thing. Why? I'm so confused. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm messing up literally everything. Ah, shit. But yeah, no, Abby Kadabra from V4 Mirai asked me for a hug. It was great. She's cool. She's super cool. She's the best thing ever. She's awesome. I got to do the Pippa meet and greet. That was fun as well. I got to do the Oh, jeez. I got to do a few meet and greets. I'm trying to remember all the different meet and greets I did. I met a lot of, like, other Vtubers, which was great. I tried to ask for their cards. Hello, I am from the IRS. You have won a free iPhone. Wow, all you have to do is give me your credit card information and social security number. Yeah, that sounds about right. Listen, I didn't win this. I took it. It's mine. Hey, I'm Matt Pippa. Let's go. Well, I mean, I did the meet and greet. I didn't, like, actually meet Pippa. And if I did, I wasn't aware of it. That'd be hilarious. It's just like, oh my gosh. The real Pippa. The real Pippa. And then I just, like, I don't know, collapse, have a heart attack, I don't know, explode, catch fire violently. No. What do you do when you meet people? You die, right? Like, that's the cost of meeting people. You just, like, horribly die. Like, fall into a pile. But yeah, I think that in general, the meet and greets were very poorly handled, you know, which is sad. But they were best handled for what they could do with their setup existing. There wasn't really anywhere else you could have set the meet and greets. If you put them in the atrium, you got a hard lock on when you can do the meet and greets. And they couldn't exactly keep anybody out from the atrium. You know what I mean? Because, like, anybody could go into the atrium. Anybody, right? Like, there are areas where you could just walk free. So I like the HoloLive stand that was in the middle there. Yeah, Hyatt Regency was not the appropriate venue for this year. But you can't really know that until you get in, because how are they going to know necessarily when they first booked it that it was going to be as big as it was? I think they could have probably told the moment that they landed HoloLive. Because HoloLive was very much like a, okay, everything's going to be sold out forever. Welcome to LineCon. Because again, the HoloLive folks were waiting 8 hours in line at certain points, right? Fucking 8 hours at a convention, just sitting in line. And I'm just like, my dudes, maybe don't. Maybe fucking don't. I know, like, it got to the point where it's like, they would overflow when they realized the lines were so long in the HoloLive stuff, or they'd get, like, moved off, and they'd fill out other people's conventions so that the people who actually wanted to see the presentations, so that the people who wanted to actually see them wouldn't get to see it, and they weren't actually interested in the presentation they were going to because they were just there for HoloLive. So they'd just do overflow into other, which is not fair. It's not fair. It is not fair to a presenter at a con to go live and have, like, a packed audience who just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, is it better to have a half-empty audience of people who genuinely really like your content, or a packed audience of people who just don't give a fuck and then leave partway through because the HoloLive thing started and they think they can get in line for the next one? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think some of that stuff really gets fixed by a different locale. Though I guess if you had a big enough locale, you could kind of spread people out. You could have those more environments. You could have those more sort of ease of access areas. There were genuinely some issues with people getting confused with what line they were waiting in. I think there was, like, one point where you had people just form a line to go nowhere. Feels disrespectful to leave in the middle of it. Well, I had to leave in the middle of several things, right? And I felt disrespectful about that, but in my case, it was because my damn ear pro was failing, so I couldn't actually stay in there without my hearing getting damaged. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, my hearing's very important to me. I am very important to me. Because I'm amazing. I'm incredible. I'm literally the best thing ever, God's gift to man. So, really, why shouldn't I protect me? No matter how much it hurts other people. I'm just so amazing. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I think, like, after talking to some of the folks who were running that stuff, they were really doing the best they could in a lot of cases. But there were shit situations all around. I do find that there were... How do I put this? There's not really a good way to put that. So let's move on. There are some really good benefits to the fact that there were the wheelabout VTuber stands, right? Makes sense for you, Hima, because of the medical stuff, but just jumping the lines due to meet and greet stuff is like bad etiquette as well. Yeah. Like just, nah, I'm gonna go away. Nah, I'm gonna go here. Oh, sorry guys, I attended like half of your presentation. I'm gonna leave away in the middle of it and go somewhere else. Even though it was packed out, so the other people who actually wanted to see this couldn't get in. And I knew I was gonna leave halfway through. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna be honest, like, it was kind of nice how every single one of those had, like, the reserved ADA seating. So if I made it to a place, right, which was not often, most of the time I was getting drug elsewhere. By the way, when I was at offkai, did you guys know that I missed, like, all but 4 of the actual panels because every time I'd get in line for a panel, no matter what it was, somebody would drag me off to do something else? Which, you know, it's fine, I guess, but it's still kind of sad. Because it's like, I lined up for, like, the Nyaru concert. I'm like, yeah. Oh. Okay, I gotta go do another thing. I line up for the... Hi, phone. I left for the Nyaru concert, and I'm like, oh, it's about to happen, it's about to somebody grabs my wheelchair, it's just, dude, you gotta check this out! It's like, oh, okay. guess I'm good. You know, it's kinda rude to, alright, I guess we're over here now. Alright, that's fine. The worst one is when they're like, hey, we're gonna go meet these guys, and we're gonna go check this out, and you get excited, and then they forget that they're taking you somewhere, or they get distracted by something, and they just kind of wander off and abandon you in the middle of a hallway, where you're just like, okay, alright, that's cool talk, you know, you could have left me in line if you're gonna abandon me, that's fine. That happens so many times! 8 hours and no toilet? Dude, have you seen how dedicated some of those Hololive people are? Come on, man. Some of those folks, they are really damn dedicated. I know that a lot of these folks who were at the convention, actually, surprising amount of them did shower really well. They kept, like, really good care of themselves. That was genuinely quite impressive. There were some folks who did a very, very bad job on hygiene, but for the most part, offkai was fairly inoffensive. Holobros do go hard. Oh, they go so hard, man. They go hard. If they were soft, they would not have gotten this far. They go hard. They go hard. But you don't have, like, dune wetsuits you can go pee in? Listen, people did suggest that. People did unironically suggest that. Oh, hey! By the way, back on the subject of the Hyatt Regency, did you guys know they don't have automatic doors on any of the bathrooms? Did you guys know that? Because I found out that the hard way when I went to go to the bathroom, then realized I was locked in the bathroom until somebody else opened the door, because the way their door is set up, you can't open it if you're in a wheelchair. So I got trapped in the fucking bathroom for like half an hour before some kind soul had to go pee, and he just pushes open the door and I'm just like, yes, freedom, freedom! It's like, okay. They were... Idle holy... What? Lol. Oh, sorry, that was lol. I thought you were saying idle, because Idlecore was there. Idlecore was kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't recognize most of the girls they had present there. Locked in the toilet, oh no. Yeah, I wasn't locked in the toilet stall. I was locked in the bathroom because they didn't have the automatic door. Like, on any of the bathrooms at all. Is that the Himawari Kotetsu? It's been like 84 years. I know, JK. We're just talking about offkai. This is actually, like, I would recommend... I know a lot of the folks here don't go back and watch the VODs. I would recommend going back to watch this VOD, right? So you guys can see some of the stuff I've been talking about with this, because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that went on at offkai this year. It was great. Did you get to see... Chica Fugilisa? I did. I also used some of my experience working for auctioneering to help them sell the... Which VOD? This VOD. This VOD right now. The thing we're making right now. I recommend after we're done watching back through at least like the first hour of this so you guys can get an idea on some of the shit that went on. 'Cause man, it was, man, just man, that was, yeah. But yeah, I also helped. I used some of my auctioneering experience from past life, past other things, in order to do shout calls for the auction, right? I did shout calls. No, I helped them do callovers for the auctioneering stuff, and I got like one of the Lisa billboards up to like $500-$600 or something like that, which was great. And I also helped them like build up the Cinnabonbon billboard standee, that's the word, in order to get that one done. And I was just doing my call outs. Turns out I can't really do those call outs anymore, because trying to do those call outs almost fucking killed me. But you know what, it was worth it for Lisa. I almost died trying to support Lisa and Cinnabonbon. You know, I'm just gonna put all that guilt on them. Do you feel guilty yet? Feel guilty, feel guilty, feel guilty, feel guilty, feel guilty. Why don't you feel guilty, feel guilty, feel guilty, feel guilty? Oh, man, I was talking earlier, because I made it my personal mission to try and help sell as much merch as I could, right? And I accidentally was, like, talking to 4 or 5 VTubers, like, for most of that, who were major VTubers. And I just kind of didn't notice when I was shilling stuff like right next to them or like talking directly with them. And like at one point I was apparently like talking with my Oshi for like half an hour. One of my Oshis. For like half an hour, and I didn't fucking recognize them. 'Cause I'm dense as a fucking brick of tungsten, or maybe a black hole. Because I'd spent like half an hour talking to one of my Oshis, and it's just like, alright, cool, I'm gonna go help sell more stuff to folks. Reminds me of the time like a big ass Danish streamer went up to us, asked us to play League with us. Hell yeah, man, hell yeah. But yeah, I was focusing hard on like just doing my whole like shilling thing. You had like the most normal human interaction you could, and that's awesome. Well, yeah, they're just human. Cause like even some of the streamers who I recognized, right? Like, I mean, I feel like I could have handled the Mari interaction a bit better. But most of the VTubers I interacted with, even if they were in the flesh, most of them, it was kind of just, you know, just, hey, you're human, I'm human. I actually had one of the staff members of a company come up to me and thank me very politely for being so kind and respectful to the talents. And I was like, wait, did I talk to any of your talents? Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. He didn't like recognize them, meet them as somebody else, and then vibe for half an hour? Yeah, because apparently at some point, I was in a conversation with a lot of a company's VTubers, and I just fucking, like, zoned the fuck out, because So I had said at the con, it's like, I'm really good at recognizing voices. I would recognize instantly if I was talking to anybody who I followed on the internet. I would recognize them to a T, right on the spot, every No, I didn't. I spent, like, ages talking to a group of talents, and then their manager was just like, hey, thank you for being so respectful to the talents. I really appreciate you not going overboard on that, and just being kind to them. And they appreciate it too, and I'm just like, what? Wait, hold on. Oh. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yep. Yep, I meant to do that. Yeah. Yay. The stream voice is the fake one. Got it. Dude, I just... Like, shit like that kept happening, where I was just being kind to people. Also important to remember the talents of just people as well. Yeah, and I get that on a conscious level, right? There are certain people that I freak the fuck out about. You know what I mean? But it's like, I freak out the first time I talk with them, right? But like, for example, if I met Mari again, no, it would have been fine, right? Like, I mean, even the second time I, like, did a meet and greet thing with Pippa, right? It was just kind of like, I was shitposting back and forth. It was good. And I think at one point she was just like, you're mumbling so much, can you take the dicks out of your mouth? That was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Ah, man. I got her stunned silence like 2 or 3 times. Because it was just like, you know, you talk to them like they're people, right? And you're thankful and you're grateful and you help folks out. I met Wemi as well. Lumi, I think I met once. Panko. Not like in the flesh, right? But during their like wheelabout. I got a lot of talking to the folks who are doing the wheelabout stuff, because there's 2 companies, I want to say, that are doing the little wheelabout robot things. I also got to meet Gunrun. Oh, that was fun. I got to meet Gunrun and have a talk with him. And I got to also meet a bunch of other people who I remember being happy to have met, but I can't remember their fucking names because I'm awful. Oh, I wish I could remember names. There's this one guy who's really nice, and we like talked over and over again. And I think he was... Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure he was connected to the V-Shoujo stuff, but I don't know. I want to remember names. I want to remember names so I can fucking brag. Also, I'm forgetting to use my hands. I brought up the hands, and I stopped using them at all. The hands have not come in handy. I'm kind of just like leaning back and being tired. Really, 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 really tired. I am so fucking tired. I am so fucking tired. I'm so tired. I am so fucking tired. The hands are more handy. Now listen, the hands were handy the whole fucking time. Oh, what's this person posting? Let me see, we've got some, what is that? Is that... Lines are reinterpreted. Huh? I see these lines are reinterpreted, but... How do you see these lines reinterpreted? But good luck and peaceful skies. One, here comes the sun. Huh. How's the family? The family's pretty good. Family's pretty good. My entire family decided to just, like, come on out and be like, hey, we all got together and we're gonna meet you at the train station. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack. Don't you do this to me. Why the hell would you do this to me? I haven't seen most of you in ages. Why? Hello. I'm scared. And they're just like, hi, we're all here, and we brought your dog. And my dog's just like... And about knocked me on my damn ass. Because she is... Oh, I think she's like 20. She's like 20, 23, something like that. She's an older dog. She's an older dog. She's an old dog. Oh, dog. She was like... Okay, she was like 6 when my brother died. And that was like 12 years ago. That was like 12 years ago, right? Fuck, what year are we in right now? So she's like 18 now? I don't remember. She's old dog. She happy dog. She old dog. She almost knocked me on my ass. She was very unhappy to be away from me. And right now, she's just kind of sleeping in the corner, like she always does. And they're like, Himawari. Well, actually, they would have been, because Himawari last name. They're like, Kotetsu, Kotetsu, Kotetsu-san, Kotetsu-kun, Kotetsu-kun. Your dog. She just kept fucking leaving the toys everywhere in front of your door. It's like, why did you leave my dog at my house? It's like, well, we were house sitting. We didn't want your house to get broken into. So we had some family stay at your house and look after your dog. And your dog just kept leaving toys at your room. And more, and we closed your room so she wouldn't, like, make a mess of your bed. And I'm like, you closed the door to my room. She probably still thought I was in my damn room. You locked her out of my fucking room. She's got her bed in there. Yeah, no. So she kept, like, stacking toys at my door and, like, wouldn't eat. So they had to, like, make her eat. And it's just like, why didn't you just open the door? That's why I was like, that's why I said, don't watch the dog at my house. Take the dog somewhere else. And it's just like, okay, all right, this is fine. This is fine. She also really hates car rides, so that was fun, trying to get her back in a car. And they found out the hard way she doesn't like car rides at all. Because she just kept freaking out anytime there was trash by the side of the road. So the reason my dog... Well, actually, I think that kind of explains it, right? Anytime my dog sees trash at the side of the road while you're driving, she goes fucking ballistic. To warn you to not drive near the trash. What's there a lot of in big cities? Trash at the side of the road. So what do you think happens when you're trying to fucking drive anywhere and she keeps freaking out because she thinks there's IEDs? Yeah. Dog being dog. Dog being dog. But yeah, no, family's pretty good. Got to see some family. Sister didn't bother showing up, because of course she didn't. Fucking course she didn't. It was basically the entire family except my sister, which was great. I did have the sister who does the pâtissier work. She was there. Yeah, good doggo looking out for you. Yeah, no, she a good dog. She's too old to do much travel, but, you know, we take care of her. We do the best we can. She's in really good shape for the age she's in. And we just feed her, like, steak and table scraps and whatnot, and she's happy with it. She likes table scraps. You feed her beef. Feed her well. She's happy. But, yeah, no, that was basically, oh, there's a train ride out. We had some stuff happen on the train ride. I can't get into all of it. People who were there with me at Offkai will know about the fun of what happened in Salt Lake. I'm not sure if I'm safe to talk about what happened in Salt Lake on stream, but let's just leave it at, man, I hope they enjoy their poker game. I hope they really enjoy their poker game over in Salt Lake City. And it was really cool how they all had matching outfits. Just for their little poker game. Yeah, Salt Lake City. Yeah, Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, Utah. I took the train. So I had to go through... Because part of the journey was going from Chicago to Emeryville. And from Emeryville to Chicago. Late! Phosphorus, you're late! How are you late? Am I late? Wait, who's late? Am I late? Is the stream still going? Did I get taken down for talking about the... No, I'm late. Oh, okay. Wait, am I late? Wait, which one of us is late? Are you late? Am I late? Who's late? Which one of us is late? Where are we when we're late?
We are still live.
Were any of us late? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, we had some fun. With the ride there. And again, I was genuinely quite impressed with how everybody had been decided to match their uniforms, we'll say. Because there was a large group of individuals who were all going to their poker game, we'll just say it that way, who had a lot of interesting ideas about how they could blend in. I like Amtrak. I like Amtrak too. Amtrak fun. But they had a lot of interesting ideas on how they could blend in and make the trip to Salt Lake less suspicious. And then when they're deboarding the train, they're just like, Could everybody except for these passengers with this ticket, please stay on the train? It's like, what? You're breaking the post-curfew to tell people not to... Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's very smart. Oh, and you stalled the train for like an hour so you could get there just after midnight? Okay. That's fine. Oh, you guys are all gonna ride in a single fucking convoy? Like literally all of you? That's not suspicious at all. This is great. This is how we do security now. This is how we do security now. Just everybody wears fucking polo shirts and cargo pants. And you're just gonna fucking everybody load on at once. It's fine. Yeah, this is great. This is how we do things now. As obviously as fucking possible in the middle of the night. So anyway, that was fun. I also got to meet some like pharmaceutical guys who were going out to some convention thing. There's a lot of Amish on the train too. Like a lot of Amish. Like a lot of Amish. There were so many Amish. I was genuinely surprised. Amtrak, the food is good. Food's good. You get bored of it after a while. We did get a lounge car. So I was able to observation car, not just lounge, observation. Oh, shit, I dropped the thing. Ah! It's okay, I'm here. Ah! I'm just breaking a thing, it's okay. All right, hi, I'm back. Hello. So yes, the food kind of got boring after a while in the Amtrak because things were kind of rough. They need like an afternoon tea. So they had like breakfast, lunch, dinner, right? And they were very closely sort of put together, but you kind of just... For 2 of the meals every day, you get given a choice of either a butter cake, which is like a vanilla butter pastry that's kind of nice, or a brownie that's okay. Then for the 3rd meal each day, you have like your... 3-course meal thing, and if you're in first class or the accessibility stuff like I have to be when I travel train, which fucking sucks, by the way, being in the accessibility class is a pain in the ass, but you know what, at least it's a lot of space and it's comfy. You get it for free if you're doing that, otherwise it is $20 for breakfast, $25 for lunch, and 45 United States dollars for supper. 45 United States dollars. I thought that was insane. Then I got to California and I realized, oh, wait, the cheapest I can actually get food anywhere is $15 for a hot dog. Yeah, $45 is supper on the Zephyr to California from Chicago. And like the cheapest you can get anything in California is like $15 for a single hot dog that's plain, and it's like, I think I'm gonna hate it here. And you know what? I was right. I did hate it in California. $15 for a hot dog is nuts. It was insane. $15 for a fucking hot dog. Yes, $15 for a single hot dog. $17 United States dollars for a turkey wrap that was like a single piece of turkey and some lettuce in a plain wrap with mustard. Stay away from the homeless needles and poop. I did. Because I have friends. I stayed for the most part away from literally anything. The trip to Emeryville Station was a pain in the ass. The trip from Emeryville Station to the hotel where the offkai stuff was a pain in the ass. How much for like a cheeseburger in that godforsaken wasteland? Oh, that depends. Do you want the $30 cheeseburger, the $40 cheeseburger, or the $60 cheeseburger? Or do you want the $20 cheeseburger? Because we got options here. It's great. We got options. You tell me the water wasn't like $10. What's the difference? Oh, how much you're paying. That's the difference. How much you're paying is what I found out. By the way, did you guys know that they were selling like a single pound of lobster for $45? Yeah, $45 for a single pound of lobster. And it wasn't like a lobster tail. That was the whole lobster. And it's like, You're in fucking California, wait. You're right by the ocean, what the fuck? You're right by the ocean, why is the seafood so fucking expensive? And it's like, oh, the beef's expensive too. Oh, and the chicken's expensive. Oh, and the egg's expensive. Oh, wait, I guess literally everything's expensive. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's just... Bidenomics. Yeah. This makes, like, the Atrium Cafe sound reasonably priced now. It was like $30 pizza, $30 burger. I know, right? Like, Atrium, like, $30... The Atrium was like $30 for a pizza. $30 for a burger, and it's like, you're looking at some of these other places, and it's like, apparently there are some really good places. Like, there's a buffet where it's like $30 a head, and you can get all you can eat. And it's like, $30 per person is just fucking awful no matter what way you slice it. But a buffet, with the price of everything else, you know what? Fuck it, I'm on board. But that was like, oh, we have a very quick wait. It's only 6 hours. It's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Worst part is, this is going to be normal prices are not dropping after the economy, since they're not on board for deflation. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. So, the food was very overpriced. Also, that lobster tasted fucking awful. It was massively overcooked. I tried the lobster because I'm like, okay, out of everything on the menu, the lobster's probably going to get me the most filling. The lobster was burnt. They burnt the fucking lobster. So it was rubbery, it was awful, there was almost no flavor, and the butter that came with it wasn't butter. It just was like fucking cooking oil. Man. Like $18 for a Big Mac in California, $15 for a buffet in Vegas. Sounds about right. Veggie oil? Yeah, veggie oil with no fucking flavor. It was awful. The bread was good, though. I'm gonna be honest. Every time I had bread in Vegas, right? Every time I've ever had bread, right? In Vegas. No, in California. Anytime I had bread, the bread was phenomenal. California knows how to fucking make bread. Which makes sense because they're communists. So when they have bread, they make sure it tastes the best it possibly can, so you can remember what it tastes like the next time you're standing in line. I'd also want my bread to taste really good if I had to wait 6 hours in line to get it, and maybe only got it once a week. Oh, shit. I'm an asshole. Can also be the humidity. Yeah. No, they started it with like margarine, didn't they? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. As I swear. Oh, yeah. Or the pies. Oh, man. Do lobsters even live anywhere but the Northeast? I thought they lived elsewhere. Because I know they were like a prison food. Maybe I was just misunderstanding, and I was trying to go for lobsters thinking they'd be cheap, but they were not cheap. I don't know, because for some reason in my head, right? In my head, lobsters are just a thing by the coast all over the place, right? That's my headcanon, right? But it's like all the fish. Any fish I found was so fucking expensive. Looks like there's a different species, the spiny lobster. Okay. But it's like every time I was looking at fish, because I'm like, fish has got to be cheap here, right? We're by the fucking coast. Have you seen the law about bakeries in California? I have not. Please share. Please share. Give me cursed knowledge. Also, I'm going to drink some water. Some water that I can actually drink. Okay, did you guys know you weren't supposed to drink the water from the tap in California? I found that out the hard way, and it almost fucking killed me. The tap water was awful. And they're like, $4 a bottle for bottled water. Oh, if you want bottled water, that's like $4 a bottle. Wait, what? No tap water? That's what I was told. That's what I was fucking told. Don't drink the tap water. It's like, shouldn't you have a little, like, sign and, like, a little... No? They're like, the tap water's for hand washing, not for drinking. Why would anybody drink the tap water? What are you, weird? It's not even filtered. I'm just like, what? It's like France, where you can't say French bread unless it was made with certain ingredients. Oh, that's fucking weird. You can't drink the tap water while we shower. Exactly! If I can't drink it, why am I showering in it? Why am I washing my hands with it? Why am I making my noodles with it? Hold on. What am I getting wrong here? Backroom deal between CEO of Panera Bread and the governor of California reduces taxes or something. Ah, well, I hope somebody corrects you if you're wrong. But yeah, it was food. Getting food at offkai was an experience. So you know what I figured out while I was there? You know the big secret to surviving offkai? Sit, listen, never leave the hotel, and wait for other people to order way too much food, then slink around the side as soon as they're like, oh man, we got too much, and just be like, hello there, gentlemen. Hi, I couldn't help but notice, my good friends, that you guys have a bit too much here. Can I talk to you for a bit? And then you just chat, and you chat back and forth, and they're just like, hey, you want some pizza? And it's just, yes, I would like some pizza. Thank you. Then you get yourself some pizza. And you're just like, yes, I didn't have to pay for it. I just saved myself like 60 fucking bucks. Hooray. Or like what I was doing, where it's just, I've got like a little table thing, so I can just, here, set your pizza here. There you go, buddy. And you don't get greedy. You're not like, I'm gonna take like 6 slices. It's like, 1 slice. 1 slice. And then I get 1 slice from somebody else, and 1 slice from somebody, and then I have a full meal. And I don't wind up like Dogiwara, crying. So yeah, I wound up starting to survive on sneaky, breaky food things. Offered a slice from somebody who had like a whole extra pizza. Yeah, man! There was one guy who was just like, dude, do you just want this entire pizza? Because I'm not gonna eat this, man, and I got like 7 pizzas. And I'm just like, yes, kind stranger, I will. And I proceeded to take that pizza. I took that pizza, right? I took that pizza and I used it to make friends. It was great. Because I got the free pizza from that guy, and then I went around offering other people pizza, and they were my friend for the whole rest of the con, and it was great. Because I found out that I could just use them as bartering tools. Because people were just like, oh, we don't want to throw this out, but we also don't want to eat it. And I'm just like, yes, this is a good idea. I have opportunity here. I can help out other people. I can help out other people and offer them food and get food, and I look good and they look good. Everybody wins, baby. Everybody fucking wins. I love those situations, and I wish I could get into more of them, where you can actually like go, hey, cool, here's this thing that costs you nothing. I'm gonna do extra legwork and then proceed to make this into a thing that is just amazing and incredible and phenomenal. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have such a good time. Let's see, what else was there? Showers were actually kind of comfy. They were very, very hot. Like sauna. That sounds more correct. It wasn't taxes. They didn't have minimum wage raised for Panera. Ah, there you go. There you go. Well, even if it's incorrect, it sounds more correct. So we're fine with that. But yeah, man, I gotta tell you, offkai was pretty good. Offkai was pretty good. When you knock off everything that went wrong. Oh, man. So we also had, while we were doing the offkai stuff, there was, of course, a few concerts that were going on. And I noticed that the concerts, a few of them were way too high on the bass. And some of them, they went the exact opposite way and cut the bass completely. And it really genuinely seemed like there was just overcorrection, which is kind of, you know, that's a thing we had last year, if I remember right, during the Jelly concert that they did, right? Where they kept having issues with trying to rebalance it and figuring things out, and they just couldn't quite get it right, because they weren't necessarily, like, hyper-professional sound engineers, because they don't have the money for all that, right? Sound guy was horrible. Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad that that's the case, right? I would prefer that the sound guy did a wonderful job and was able to handle this, but you work with what you got, and sometimes your sound guy just ain't on point. He just ain't on point. There was also the issue, I did actually talk with staff, right? There was an issue with the speakers they'd changed, and the staff member, whether he was bullshitting me or not, he was staff, not volunteer, not security, he was staff. The staff member who was talking to me about that had said that they had an issue with the new speakers they bought, and it was less the sound guy as it was the impedance on them was kind of fucked, and some of the different range was bad, so they were going to try before the con was over and switch back to the older ones, but they weren't sure they'd be able to do it, so I guess they just didn't manage. Couldn't hear the closing ceremony choir, wasn't even that far back from the stage. Yeah, I was supposed to be in that choir. That didn't work out. That didn't work out. Yeah, it makes me sad. I won it. I practiced so fucking hard. I was so excited. I practiced so hard. I worked so hard. I did everything I could to try and like get things right, and I go to practice, and I just can't. It's not like nervousness. It's not like anything else like that. It's just I couldn't get the wind. Because I'd spent so much time doing the pushing around, rolling around. I just didn't have the oxygen. My blood oxygen was a little bit low, but my blood oxygen is usually fairly high. So it was kind of a bad sign, right? Like my heart rate was too high, my blood oxygen was too low, and I just was also unable with all that AC that was going on everywhere, right? Because they were obsessive with the AC. Crank it up to max. Even when the fucking like wind is blowing and flurrying and doing all that stuff, the AC was constantly cranked up. So I wasn't able. I was supposed to be part of that damn choir, and I was so fucking excited because we had like 15 bassists. It was a very bass heavy. Excuse me. I'm getting a notification on the emergency phone. Please tell me there's nothing going wrong here. What you got? What? What? I got your headphones. You're invited. Sorry. Looking at a thing, and it's another thing that's gonna be nothing, but I'm gonna put a bunch of hours of effort into, and then it's gonna be nothing, and I'm gonna be sad. Because that's all those kind of messages ever are. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, did you guys see I was in the, I was in that, Pippa's storytelling thing that was being done by... I can't remember his fucking name. It was being done by, what was his name? Sane! Sane sounds right, but it's probably Sonnet. Sane. Oh, hey, by the way, elephant in the room. I got carried down a flight of stairs. 2 flights of stairs, actually. That was fun. I got carried down 2 flights of stairs while people were chanting, and I thought I was gonna die. And it was terrifying. Or she reviewed video. Oh, I didn't get to see that one because I was on the train. I need to see that. Wasn't that like a half-hour stream? Hima survived his trip to the open sewer wasteland. I did, and I didn't even die. Or get AIDS. So I think I'm on a better track than I could have been. It's great. I didn't die. I didn't, like, get, like, cancifilades. I didn't, you know, like, explode violently. Oh, hey, here's something crazy. You guys want to know something fun? I didn't have to pay for the train ride. Either way. I got my train tickets from Amtrak refunded completely. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. Amtrak tickets got complete refund. Hell yeah. Didn't have to pay for it at all. Not a single fucking penny. Not a single damn penny. It was completely free trip, free food, free drink, free booze, free everything. It was good, man. And the money I saved on the train trip can pay for literally everything else. I still have to figure out how to get, like, the PayPal stuff set up to pay, like, my roomie who is paying for the hotel room. But hey, everything's sorted. Everything's coming up Himawari. Coming up Kotetsu. Growing Up Kotetsu. Now on the Disney Plus channel. I also feel like a Venmo. I don't have Venmo. He's got Venmo. That's how everybody else is paying for their room. I don't have Venmo. He's got Venmo. I need to figure out how to set up Venmo. Why am I getting... Excuse me. Emergency situation. I have to go. I'll be right back. Sorry. Oh, okay, alright. Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm back. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that. Hi. We're back. We're back again. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. Everything good? No. It should be fine, though. Free everything, mostly? I mean, mostly I got the free stuff. I had to deal with the thing. I had to make a phone call, and while I was up there, I was like, hey, okay, cool. I'll try this noodle stuff. Could have another one. I want to try that as well. Miso. Yeah, it is much better when you actually soak it first. Oh, so what were we doing? What were we doing? We were doing something. Oh, we were doing something. We were doing something. Okay. Yes, we were talking about offkai, and I think I may actually have to go. And I hate that I may have to go, because I wanted to do a longer stream for coming back. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I have to go deal with some family stuff, honestly. Sorry to do that. We had a good short stream. Nice, intense, to the point. We got things good. I'm back. We're gonna go back to normal stuff. I think I covered most of what I needed to anyway. I got pulled down a flight of stairs. That was fun. I went to a bunch of parties. That was fun as well. Did a lot of networking. Hopefully some collabs in the future with some of the people I networked with over there. Might have some merchandise coming forward. Hey, did you guys know I'm potentially having a merchandise line that's coming out? That's gonna be cool too. No, I'm not gonna be selling it for money. I'm gonna be trying to sell it just above cost. I'm gonna try to get you guys as cheap as I possibly can for the merch, because I want you guys to actually have the experience of a proper channel, right? So I'm trying to work with some people. We're getting some merch done for as cheaply as I possibly can, because again, it's not about making money here. This is about making sure you guys have something to have that experience of a big stream, even with a small stream. We've also got a song thing that's kind of in development hell right now that I already announced before I was leaving. We got the new model that's getting ready. We got some stuff that's getting done. We're getting stuff done. We got some new artwork that's been done as well. There's some new... We got the new emotes that we got a little while back. Those are good. And I'm hopeful that everything's said and done, we will be able to have a damn good experience. Fingers fucking crossed. Fingers fucking crossed. I am so damn stressed lately, but I'm hoping that we are gonna walk forward. We're gonna have a good time, and maybe things will just work out, you know? Maybe things will fucking work out. I'm hopeful. Let me see over here. Who is doing what right now? We got a bunch of people doing collabs. Some Atlantis. Crumroll is doing Viewfinder. Viewfinder I didn't think was that interesting, really. Oh, shit, wait, Araya's, like, getting ready for her new thing. June 15th. Hey, let's go support Araya. She's doing karaoke. She's a cool person. She's got a new model debut. Let's, go check her out. Do Half-Life 1 co-op? Yeah, I mean, I could do that sometime as well. Patronodon! I did get the milk, and I'm going back out now that I've gotten the milk to get cigarettes. Came in to say hi, but I'm late. Hey, I'm sorry. I just have to deal with some family stuff. We talked for about 2 hours, and I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I want to be able to stay here and hang out with people, but I got family things that I need to do, and everything keeps going wrong. Everything keeps going wrong. Tell Araya I said hi. She's cool people. I miss Hima already. I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. I'm very tired. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'll be the day after tomorrow. Saturday. So I can deal with family stuff today and tomorrow, because apparently Friday isn't enough to help out family. They're like, hey, I know you're coming over on Friday. can you also work today? I'm just like, okay. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I just got back from vacation. Time to get to work. Night, everybody. I'm gonna sleep after I do the work. No, I gotta work first.